Here's a crazy fact, only 7% of you guys watching are subscribed, so hit that sub button, it's free, and if you don't like me, you can always unsub in the future. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Smoke, we're going to be taking a look at his backstory, his previous time in Team Rainbow and in the SAS, and currently his new role in Nighthaven. So Smoke, whose real name is James Porter, was born in King's Cross in London, England. Growing up, he wasn't seen as an exceptional student, but it did seem like he had a very good knowledge and interest for science. However, he didn't learn his education in a traditional way, rather through tutors, field science, and homeschooling. Now, he seemed to excel in this non-traditional way of studying, developing strong skills in chemistry, math, and biology. However, he didn't have an interest to pursue education at university. Rather, he actually enlisted for the British Army and actually faked his parents' ID to get around a consent form. After completing basic training, he was stationed in Belfast. However, he did find his time here to be quite dull. After the St Andrews Agreement between Great Britain and Ireland, which saw devolved powers go to Northern Ireland, Smoke joined the Army's boxing team. And although Smoke struggled to follow a lot of the rules, he enjoyed learning the range of training and experiences the life in the army gave him. And although being reprimanded by his superiors for breaking rules, they did realise his innovation and strategic perspective on things. They then encouraged him to join the SAS, which he successfully got accepted for. And it is at this time during his SAS career he actually adopted and raised a daughter. Then in 2015 he was recruited into Team Rainbow alongside fellow SAS operators Sledge, Thatcher and Mute. Over the years he was part of many operations. One of them we do know was called Operation Green Viper. This occurred in Indonesia and Macau. This saw Smoke alongside Thatcher working with a Hong Kong Special Duties Unit soldier known as Legion. We aren't sure what actually happened in this operation, but we do know once it was completed, Smoke, Thatcher and Legion took a work day off and spent an extra day in Macau to celebrate Legion's first successful mission. Legion would later join Team Rainbow as an operative. Smoke was quite popular amongst his fellow operatives, however was seen as quite reckless at times. In Harry's psychological report we can read the following: "It's important for me not to have any preconceived expectations before a face-to-face with any specialist. Since assessments of specialist James Smoke Porter contain some contradictions, I couldn't have settled into any viewpoint anyway. So essentially, he entered my office as somewhat of a mystery." Porter is consistently described as detached. I reviewed his files and found that his aloofness occurs during high-intensity situations. It's likely not detached, but focus. I'm reminded of my uncle who used to tap his forehead and tell me to master my mind. Porter, I think, is mastering his mind to stay on task and filter out dangerous distractions. He strives to keep emotions away from decision-making, opting for outlets such as live music events to deplete the tension, thus enabling him to be the person he needs to be on the job. It's clear that Porter's parents encouraged him to be a free spirit and develop his education and personality on his own terms. While it resulted in some unfortunate mishaps, one science experiment left some physical scars but no emotional ones that I can see, there was great benefit in it. Porter's free-range education helped create a complex, dynamic person who isn't easily categorized. Porter is popular amongst his teammates and considered valuable despite some recklessness. Descriptions such as thrill seeker and fearless seem simplistic to me, however. There's more nuance to Porter than that. He's measured and understands calculated risks. Porter and our other operators understand that it is more important to respect fear than try to pretend we never feel it. Self-taught from an early age, Porter continues to spend time cultivating his own identity. He enjoys acquiring experiences and once he's mastered them, moves on. The exception is his adopted daughter. He would only share one photo of her. I've never seen an infant surrounded by so much dangerous paraphernalia, but Porter assures me she is now in high school, excelling within the system he himself was unable to comprehend. Through her, he sees the world in new ways, exactly the kind of challenge he adores. So from that little report by Harry, we do learn more about his daughter, that she is in high school, even though Smoke himself did not enjoy the traditional way of education, and that he also got the physical scars which can be seen on his head whilst doing a science experiment. And so from now on, he continued as an operative for Team Rainbow. However, that is until he was placed on Team Cali for the 6th Invitational in 2022. Now in Universe, the 6th Invitational is a yearly event which has all the operators competing to be a winning team. This is managed by Harry and Sam Fisher and it is seen as a team building exercise, with Sam seeing it as a way for operators to build the relationships with each other and forcing the operators to adapt on each other's skills. And so for SI 2022, Cali's team consisted of Cali herself as a leader, Osa, Ace, Finka, IQ, Aruni, Wamai, Ella, Pulse, and Smoke. After the conclusion of the event, Cali announced her departure and Nighthaven's withdrawal from Team Rainbow, and after getting to learn and be friendly with the operators on her team, extended this offer to leave to Finka, IQ, Ella, Pulse, and finally Smoke, all of which agreed, ending their time in Team Rainbow. Smoke can be seen leaving Team Rainbow alongside these other operators, and in the Sisters in Arms cinematic, we finally get to see what Smoke looks like unmasked, and that seems to be his preferred way whilst working with Nighthaven. And now, similar to how Harry had notes on on operators in Team Rainbow, Callie has notes on operators in Nighthaven, and she said the following: Porter is a difficult man to pin down. Change seems to be his defining trait, and he always seems to push boundaries. In hindsight, I'm surprised he didn't join us sooner. Smoke is very private about his daughter. The details of her current status and location will remain confidential, but he'll be pleased to know that she can be extracted at a moment's notice. So this seemingly kind of gives us a little insight as to why he left Team Rainbow and was persuaded to join Nighthaven. First and foremost, we do know that Smoke does like change, he likes trying new things, he likes that risk, and Nighthaven definitely seemed like it could give him that opportunity. But Callie also does mention his daughter as well, and that she can be extracted at a moment's notice. So perhaps Nighthaven were offering more security to Smoke's daughter, and that was a very persuading factor into him actually joining Nighthaven, as it seems like he will do anything to protect her. And so, months into his recruitment at Nighthaven, Smoke, alongside Nighthaven soldiers, were working with Nighthaven operative Grim, and in this, they discovered an unconscious Nighthaven guard. This led into Grim tracking down someone who broke into Nighthaven's base, which ended up being Nook. And as far as we're aware, Smoke stayed on patrol whilst Grim tracked down Nook. And as of upload, that is the furthest in Smoke's story we have gotten to. I 100% guarantee we will see more Smoke in the future. He seems to be a very interesting addition to Nighthaven. Of course, Nighthaven aren't the bad guys, which a lot of people actually suspected that they were. Although they are no longer working with Team Rainbow, they still do share the same common interest at the end of the day, and that is protecting people and keeping people safe. However, it seems like he will operate quite differently in Nighthaven, as we do know that Callie doesn't play by the same rulebooks that Team Rainbow does. Now, we do know that some operators were kind of affected by Smoke leaving. Thatcher was actually quite saddened by that, as you may have seen in my Thatcher lore video, which I posted last week. But all the operators which did leave Team Rainbow did have their reasons, and I wouldn't be surprised in the future if Team Rainbow and Nighthaven begin to work together once again. But as it currently stands, it seems like Smoke's story has left Team Rainbow, and he is going in a new direction with Nighthaven. And so guys, what do you think about Smoke's lore? What do you think about him leaving for Nighthaven? Are you glad that he left to join Nighthaven, or do you wish that he stayed with Team Rainbow? I'm very interested to see what the take on the character is going to be in the future. I personally really like how he looks on Nighthaven. He does seem to fit into that team quite well, and I would really like to see some more missions and adventures, maybe in animated form or even just text form, for these Nighthaven operatives, and maybe get to see how operators such as Ace and Smoke actually interact, and any potential changes which Nighthaven do to his gadget. We do know that there's actually a Nighthaven variant of his smoke canister as a charm in game. I actually think they should release this as a gadget skin, because that would make a lot of sense and it would look really cool. So guys, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Drop a like if you did enjoy, dislike it if you did not, subscribe if you're new. I shall catch you all later. I love you all. Stay safe. Peace.